Blessings, everyone. So, time for a awakening update. It just came from, wow, such an incredibly beautiful group meditation in the free Facebook group I'm having, Soul Tribe Awakening. So that was really, really, really profound, and I'm flying already and still flying on very high frequencies from that beautiful space and time with you all. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about the energies that is really, they really started before, but they're really a preparation for us to understand the initiation as we enter the equinox. The equinox portal is tomorrow, Monday the 20th. And equinox portal, maybe we are consciously aware of it or not, but if you go back to last year, this date, and maybe a couple of years back in your calendar, you will see that it's pretty significant date and dates, the equinox portals. So right now, and also in the end, I will do an activation, as my guides always want us to kind of get assistance in what came through. So now we've done so much work, right? We have been on this path for quite a long time, consciously or subconsciously. And we are in this stage where we really want to feel free. We really want to feel free and be free. And we know that the feeling comes from within. Freedom comes from within. And when we really anchor that state of freedom, of inner peace, actually that's deep levels of self-love. We can also emanate that out into creation in all parts of our lives. Correct? So right now we are really taking a big jump, or at least we're being asked to take a big jump by our higher self and our guides and family of light in setting ourselves free. There's so many puzzle pieces coming into our field of what we need to do with our body and for our body. So we're receiving all these messages, puzzle pieces, and they are in our field. And in the same way, we also receiving these puzzle pieces on an emotional level. They come into our field and they're floating there. We are really looking at them. We are observing them. Sometimes we are reacting on them. And the same thing on a mental level. There's a lot of thoughts coming in, and thoughts are not bad because they also come as a personality, information for our personality. And then also on a spiritual level, of course, a lot is coming in and coming through. So as we move and prepare ourselves to go into this portal, we need to actually sit. It's a very, very beautiful opportunity to sit already tonight and really sit with like, okay, what am I done with? Not listening around my body. What am I not listening? What messages am I not listening at from my soul in regards to my emotional energy field, right? And in the same way, mentally and spiritually. And this can be, from the smallest thing we're doing or not doing for ourselves. The smallest or biggest things we are doing with others or not doing with others. The smallest or the biggest things we're doing with God and our family of light or not doing with our family of light. So this is huge, right? Because I got so many messages this weekend about this, and that's really like, how it feels when it starts to feel uncomfortable. Like I've been having this for a couple of days, like, oof, it feels uncomfortable in the energy field. And by now I know that feeling is there because it's too uncomfortable to stay in the comfort zone. I need to move, right? And to move out of comfort zone might feel uncomfortable, but the truth is that it's more uncomfortable to stay in the comfort zone when we have outgrown it than moving beyond the comfort zone, actually. So this is always something that seems to happen around the equinox for me. And what it all comes down to, the message at this time, is really like, you know, we are changing so fast now. We are changing. You are changing. I'm changing. We are changing. Like, you know, so this means that we need to center. We need more time than ever to center and to listen to what we need. So the amount of self-love and time with you and your family of light needs to be increased, and that means that we will not have the same amount of time to do other stuff, which means the outer needs to change. So how I live my life needs to change. What I say yes to and what I say no to needs to change. What I put my effort into needs to change. So for an example, I don't mean I need to sit in meditation 3 hours, but to be honest, I've gone from 1 hour to 2 hours to 3 hours to actually needing to have 5 hours a day where there's really nothing booked, if possible, and for me to flow within those hours, of course, meditating, moving my body, doing breathing techniques, but also really having space to listen to my soul, my family of light, to hear guidance and move and create every single moment from guidance. So that's the thing. It's not about creating the future or the plans for next coming months from guidance. It's about creating the moment out of guidance. And that's a total game changer, right? I mean, come on, I also need to plan, right? We have the webinars, I have my students, I have private sessions, you know, I have my children. So there is things still there out there that we need to have planned. But outside of that, and also for the future, I need to have space to create from this here and now. Because what happens when I create from the here and now is that I'm creating from the highest. Honestly, if I'm creating now from the plans I had 2 days ago, they will not be accurate. They will not be as high vibrating as I am right now, because that is how fast we ascend. That's the crazy thing, right? So it's really like, holy smoly, how can I even know where I'm going? Well, you are creating from this moment. And you know me, guys, for you that have been around with me for quite a while, you're noticing I'm creating all the time from this. And sometimes, you know, something comes into the field, I start to create it, and then it's like, okay, it's completed very fast. But some things are lingering for a long time. So if I'm not allowing myself to create from this here and now, allowing myself to change, allowing myself to listen to my needs, listen to this, to listen to what I need right now, regardless of the outer circumstances. So this is the biggest initiation through and throughout the whole equinox, all the way to Lionsgate. Equinox, summer solstice, Lionsgate. 3 portals which will show you and me and all of us that we need to listen to what we need, and from there really practice to detach from what the outer has decided, planned, and need. So it's not selfish at all. It's a really full reconstruction of our whole being, life, energy, and energy flow out to the field, to the collective, to this planet. It's us co-creating and giving back to the new earth. So from here, from creating from this space all the time, what is from the highest, needs from us to heal even deeper levels of codependency. Because what happens if I start to listen to myself 100% of the time and those around me needs something else, right? We need to be the light holders, the truth showers, when we love from divine higher love, setting boundaries, giving back the responsibility, and all of this. So I say, please listen to these words, write them down, because they will turn up, show up every single day throughout these 3 portals, all the way to after Lion's Gate. So this is a strong, intense, amazing, beautiful time period portal of setting ourselves free and really understand on a level that has not existed on this planet for a long time how it is to follow you. In that case, it also becomes following God and letting go, but following without knowing the details. I know I've been talking about this so much. And also something is that as this happens, you're going to notice that you change all the time, right? So your longings, your needs will change. And my question is, are you ready to allow yourself to change all the time? So one day, my personality, as my personality is going to change throughout its connection with its higher self, but also our personality, our ego personality, our personality will also need to express itself in different ways throughout the healing of different timelines, throughout the healing of the different soul extensions and past future incarnations. So with that I want to say, like, for example, one day I want to have a dress, right, and I want to have my head out. Another day I want to have completely different clothing. One day I want to actually wear makeup. One day I don't want to. Maybe there's a period of 1 week, 2 weeks. So one of the most important thing is to not put yourself into a box and say, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this kind of healer, I'm this kind of, so set your personality free. Allow your personality to become an expression of your higher self's journey back into full merge into who you are. So that's when things are going to get fun, because honestly, we are so many different beings. Why do I need to choose who I'm gonna be? Of course, I have the vessel I have, right? But I can explore so many aspects of me through expressing all of that. And this is beyond gender, beyond age. Please, letting go. So being here means that we're gonna need to clear, release, heal deeper levels of programs and the collective field and inserts and all of that. So what I want to say is, this is initiations, and through the initiations and activations and upgrades back to source, we're also clearing, releasing, and healing for us, for the collective and the whole planet, cosmic, galactically, and universal levels. And also, again, I want to come back before I start. They want me to channel some codes now. Is just remember that when you start to feel uncomfortable in your nervous system and you try to fix it from the outer, go inward and see, okay, it's getting uncomfortable to stay here. I need to move. I need to move out of my comfort zone, right? And I'm talking a lot about this, but it's because I'm having that huge, awakening teaching workshop next Tuesday. And it's always how it is, right? The work moves into my field and it just hijacks me, and it's my whole life becomes a preparation of understanding the work we're going to do together. Okay? So sit today and really write a little bit around this if it resonates with you. Like, okay, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, what is it that I'm not still bringing into my field that I really need to release? And what am I preparing myself for? What am I committing to when I move and walk through the Equinox portal tomorrow? Okay, no more human talking. Shianarana Kurushuya. We ask, beloved God, in our family of light to anchor and harmonize the group field in the highest capacity of love, light, and divine power. We ask for full protection and connection by the eternal living light code of God, and we ask for the highest for each and every one of us to come in and come through individually and on a soul group level. Now, move your attention into your center, into your heart, and then move up and down from your heart into your center, into your vertical line, breathing a couple of times up and down through your vertical line. And in the midst of your vertical line, you can move into the Hara chakra in the navel, and from the navel chakra, in the midst of your vertical line, you can see this golden thread moving up and down from your Hara chakra, which is your Hara line, which goes eternally upwardly, eternally downwardly. Now really feel and sense that you energetically connect to your Hara line. It's really the center line of your whole being. This center line goes through all incarnations and all time and space. You might see codes. You might get messages, like really tune in, feel. You might travel up and down just to notice if there's any eruptions or anything that needs to repair. We ask the family of light to come in and come through. Assist us in repairing, strengthening, stabilizing, activating, upgrading our Hara line. Somehow when we connect with our Hara line, with our intention, we come strongly connected with our soul. It is the seed of our soul, and we just feel connected with our soul beyond time and space. So allow the teams to activate your connection with your Hara chakra in your navel, your Hara line, and now just expand this golden thread, the codes from the golden thread out to your physical energy body for connection, for remembrance, for awakening, to the emotional energy body, the mental energy body, and the spiritual energy body. So the golden thread of the Hara line is very strongly connected, and it emanates out connection, information, alignment out to all four energy bodies. Just feel how it is to be in the presence, fully presence of your soul and the seat of your soul. Relax, lay back, surrender, trust, and just be here. Get activated by the soul seat. Ki itana arana kurososhi anaya ki anayana. Now, see yourself. See the equinox portal open up in front of you. And as you start the walk towards the portal, and when you walk through the portal tomorrow, you're doing it in the connection, seated, anchored in the soul seat. It's a center connection. Walking slowly in trust, in peace, in the flow of limitless opportunities. So we ask for this work to be sealed as we just really bring all of this work into the heart for deep recording. You can practice your connection to your heart line as often as you need. We ask for this work to be sealed and integrated. So be it, so be it, so be it. It is done. breathe a couple of times and come back. Sometimes I'm just like really losing time and space when I'm here with you. I'm like, I wonder how long time that was. Sometimes, kind of always. Okay, beloveds, I can't wait to see many of you on the Stockholm gathering on Friday, like physically hugging you and spending time in activation with all of you. It's like, oh my God. And our gathering in Glastonbury with Team Wild is getting full, also slowly, slowly. So it's so much fun happening, and being with you guys here physically, you know, and moving to the new earth means everything. And then we have the huge webinar work. I will put the link because so many of you have been texting me about moving out of the comfort zone. And that will be a massive work for us to do together, which will bring out the codes to our children, our beloved ones, moving out of the comfort zone. I love you. Mwah. Blessings.